Wolverine Flag 1982 was a tactical exercise developed by the 127th Tactical Fighter Wing to increase pilot ability to survive a combat environment. The exercise was conducted from April 30th through May 2nd, 1982 at Selfridge Air National Guard Base, Michigan. The entire operation was conceived, developed, and supervised by weekend guardsmen. The learning objectives were familiarize our pilots with the operational capability of the E-3A aircraft, increase pilot ability to fight his way into the target and deliver his ordnance, develop pilot confidence when he encounters multi-dissimilar adversaries, develop teamwork when working with friendly aircraft who are providing air cover for ground attack aircraft, and increase pilot ability to fight his way out of the target area and return to base safely. The flying operation was conducted in the expanded Peck Military Operating Area, covering Saginaw Bay and the Thumb area of Michigan, the Grayling Military Air-to-Ground Range, and the MOA over Central Lake Huron. Supporting our A-7Ds were the E-3A of the 552nd AWAC Wing at Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma, the KC-135 Stratotankers from the 190th Air Refueling Group at Forbes Air Force Base, Kansas, the 552nd Air Refueling Wing from March Air Force Base, California, the 128th Air Refueling Group from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the F-4C Phantoms from the 465th TAC Fighter Squadron at Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma, the 93rd Tactical Fighter Wing at Homestead Air Force Base, Florida, the 184th Tactical Fighter Group at McConnell Air Force Base, Kansas, the 191st Fighter Interceptor Group at Selfridge, Michigan, the A-10 Thunderbolts from the 174th TAC Fighter Wing at Syracuse, New York, the F-15 Eagles from the 48th Fighter Interceptor Squadron at Langley Air Force Base, Virginia, and the 555th Tactical Fighter Squadron at Luke Air Force Base, Arizona, the HC-130s and an HH-53 helicopter from the 305th Air Rescue and Recovery Squadron at Selfridge, and a Coast Guard cutter from the Coast Guard Station at Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. The exercise began with the arrival of all participants on the Friday afternoon of April 30th. While the maintenance crews prepared their airplanes for the following day's flying, the air crews were briefed on the exercise scenario, local and exercise flying procedures, the exercise objectives, and flying safety.
Build in a lot of slack in what you have to do, your reporting times and things like that. We don't need to rush around and be under a hell of a lot of pressure to make TOTs and things. If we do that, we're going to end up with problems. If there's for any reason that you see that you've got an unsafe situation, just strictly call and knock it off, and we'll echo those words all throughout the exercise. So again, build enough slack into the whole operation where you don't have to rush around.
Yes, absolutely. If RepCon will take you and dump you all the way into the PECMOA if that's what you want, and weather is making you do that, okay? But if it happened that we got up tomorrow morning and it was clear in a million, once you get within, you know, wherever you want, you can cancel up there. There's no problem with that at all. RepCon doesn't care, okay? That way, it gives you extra time to go over and come up Dragnet's frequency and contact them sooner, and then you can be talking to them and getting information to them prior to getting into the PECMOA.
Saturday morning, pilots and maintenance crews began early with the E-3A AWACS crew briefing at 0430 and getting airborne at 0700. The first fighters and tankers began flying at 0730 and continued flying throughout Saturday. The A-7s flew 42 sorties and the visiting fighters flew 28. All aircraft completed flying by 1700, and while the air crews debriefed their missions, counted their number of air-to-air kills and bombs on targets, the maintenance crews serviced and prepared their aircraft for flying on Sunday. Early Sunday morning, the E-3A launched, and closely on its tail the tankers took off. The A-7s flew 30 sorties and the visitors 20 on Sunday for a two-day total of 72 A-7 sorties and 48 for the visitors. Following the last touchdown at 1430, a mass debriefing was conducted by the exercise mission commander, Lieutenant Colonel Walt Wick of the 127th Tactical Fighter Wing. All aircrews and maintenance personnel participated, and it gave everyone an opportunity to discuss what was learned and what could be improved for Wolverine Flag 83. In summary, all exercise learning objectives were met. In addition, all participating pilots now realize the enormity of the task ahead of them if they wish to survive in a combat environment. The A-7 drivers and the visitors realize that only through exercises like this one can they improve their skills, confidence, and abilities. Again, we of the 127th TAC Fighter Wing extend our warm-felt appreciation to the participating units. The exercise was an overwhelming success. We also wish to thank the members of the Selfridge Base Community Council for their many contributions to morale and camaraderie of the exercise participants.